Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna motion the cervicals. So I'm just gonna have you relax your head into mine. Perfect. Start at C7, C6, C5, and we're feeling for restriction. Perfect. And there's a restriction at C5, so that would indicate posteriority. And then we're gonna rotate to the left and to the right. Perfect. And if it rotates more to the right, that would indicate an R. And then we're gonna laterally flex to the right and to the left. And then more rotation or more lateral flexion to the right would indicate an S. That gives you your PRS listing at C5. For the lumbars, we're gonna do something similar. So we're gonna find the segment. For her, it's L3. Let's find the PSIS's, S2, L5, L4, L3. Compare the top to the bottom. I'm gonna have you cross your arms and then slump forward. Can I reach across you? Yes. Perfect. And then flex, extend. Find that restriction, which indicates posteriority. And then we'll go rotation to the left, to the right. She rotates more to the left, so that would indicate an L. And then we're gonna laterally bend. And she actually bends more to the right, so that would indicate an I, giving you a PLI listing at L3. You can go ahead and relax. And then we're gonna evaluate the right SI joint for this. And have you just raise your knees to 90 degrees for me. Find those PSIS's, contact S2. All right, go ahead and raise this leg for me. Perfect, and the other side. So I'm evaluating the PSIS and S2, looking for them to, the PSIS to move posterior and inferior from the sacrum. If it doesn't when she raises the same side leg, that would indicate an ilium listing. If it doesn't when she raises the opposite side leg, that would indicate a sacral listing. And then we'll move down to the PIIS and S4. Go ahead and do the same on this side. Perfect, and on this side. Perfect. All right, and then to find a or an ilium listing, we're looking for a PIEX. First thing you can do for the glute folds, I'm gonna run my hands up the back of your leg. Is that okay?
Yes.
Perfect. And we're going in like this. A PI is gonna have a lower glute fold, and we see that on the right. We can also have the patient lay face down and check for leg length. If it is shorter, then that indicates a PI on that side. We're also gonna look at glute height for the IN or the EX. So if it's wider and flatter, that's gonna indicate an IN. Taller and narrower is gonna indicate an EX. We see that it is taller and narrower on her right side. The other thing we can have her do is take a couple of steps forward and look at her toes, and you can come backwards. Perfect. And if it were to point in, that would indicate an EX. If it's to point out, that would indicate an IN.